Hey, what's up? I'm Nicole, and I have a question for you. What's something you've had your eye on for a while? Something you've been wanting to buy, but maybe you can't quite afford, or maybe even if you could afford it, you just can't quite justify spending the money on it right now? What if I told you there was a way you could get that thing, whatever it is, without spending a single dollar out of pocket? In this video, I'm going to show you how. So if you're anything at all like me, you probably find yourself in this situation fairly often. Window shopping online, looking at all sorts of nice things, but knowing deep down that you just can't reasonably spend money on everything that you want all the time. But every once in a while, something in particular really grabs your interest and you really want to have it, whether or not it's a sound financial decision for you at that moment. And in my case right now, the thing that I've had my eye on is a new camera. You can't see it because I'm obviously filming with it right now, but I'm actually using a 6-year-old Nikon D3200. And as much as I'm brand new here to YouTube and I'm trying my best to make do with what I have and use the equipment I already have on hand, I'm finding this to be a really frustrating experience. This camera is definitely just not well built for video or for YouTube content. So I'm doing my best, but I'd really like to upgrade. And so I've started looking around online at various different camera options that are better suited to my current needs. And while I haven't quite pinpointed exactly which model I'm interested in, I realized that one way or another, I'm gonna wind up spending around $1,000 on a new camera. And that's hefty. And you could definitely make the argument that if I'm going to put it to good use and make lots of content from it, that it's a worthwhile investment. And I've considered that too, but at the end of the day, $1,000 is $1,000 and it's not a small sum of money. And so I started looking at my current camera setup and thinking back to when I bought it about 6 years ago and remembering that I spent about $500 on it, which, is half the money that I would need to get the camera that I want now. And obviously as time goes by, your needs change and your desires change. And I was very happy to have this camera at the time that I bought it. But today, I wish that I could trade it back for that $500 and go and buy the one that I actually want. And it got me thinking about all of the other things that I've spent money on over my lifetime that probably seemed like a good idea at the time, but that I have no need or want for today. And, the fact that these things just kind of sit around my house. And I'm quite certain that, the $10 that I've spent here, the $20 that I spent there, the $100 that I spent there, that if I was to add up all of the money that I've spent on silly things over my lifetime, it probably far exceeds $1,000. And again, I know that's not quite how life works and we all do these things, but it got me thinking about the fact that I'm spending so much time considering whether or not this $1,000 is a good use of my money to buy a new camera. Meanwhile, we all waste little bits of money here and there and it quickly adds up to at least that much. And again, that got me thinking that I wish I could go back in time and not buy myself all of these silly things that I've bought over the years, and instead put that money towards what I actually want today. And that got me thinking that that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I've decided I'm going to go around my house and I'm going to collect up as many things as I possibly can that I no longer need and no longer want and no longer use. We're talking anything, whether it's worth $2 or $200. And I'm going to collect up as much stuff as I can, and I'm going to start selling all of those things until I reach that $1,000 mark. And once I've sold enough stuff to completely cover the cost of a new camera, I will confidently go and make that purchase and feel good about it, knowing that I literally took a whole bunch of junk and traded it for something new that I actually want. And I know for sure that this is going to work because on a smaller scale, I've done it before. One of the very first things I did when I first got into minimalism was purge my closet. I cleaned out dozens and dozens of pairs of jeans and sweaters and I sold them all online and I made a few $100s. And then I took that money and I went and I invested in some nice new clothing that I actually wanted to wear. And so I'm going to call this the Out with the Old, In with the New challenge, and I'm going to encourage you guys to do it with me. It's super simple. Here's what you have to do. Step 1, ask yourself what you really want. Pick something. It can be anything. It can be a new phone. It can be a new computer. It can be a vacation once we're allowed to travel again. But honestly, pick whatever you want. It can be a few $100s or even a few $1,000s. Step 2 is figure out how much money you're going to need to get it. Step 3, leave a comment down below and let me know what it is that you're saving up for. Step 4, get to work. Start rummaging through your house. Find everything and anything you can that has any sort of value. Every dollar counts. You'd be shocked how quickly $1 turns into 10, which turns into 100, which turns into 1,000. Step 5, post all your stuff for sale. Doesn't matter what platforms you use whatever works best for you. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Kijiji, eBay, do what suits you. The goal here is just to get rid of as many things as you can for as much money as possible. Step 6 is to start tracking your sales. Use the Notes app in your phone or on your computer to start writing down everything you sell and for how much money you sell it for. It's really important to keep a running tally so you can see yourself inching closer to your goal. Step 7 is the fun part. You've sold all of your stuff, you've made your money, you've hit your target, go treat yourself, guilt-free. Not only have you now given yourself the opportunity to buy yourself something nice and new without spending a single dollar out of pocket, but in the process you've also decluttered your home, saved a whole bunch of things from going to the landfill, and allowed a bunch of other people to get some really good deals. Sounds like a win-win-win-win to me. And step 8 is to do it again. Ask yourself what else is on your list, and keep in mind it doesn't even have to be a material item. It can be something like paying down your debt. In fact, if you're in debt, maybe start there. Pay down your debt first. But it can be paying down debt. It can be saving for your future or getting some extra money to throw into your investments. And if there's literally nothing else on your list at the moment, why not take the opportunity to just get a head start for whatever comes next? Inevitably, there's going to be something else that you want or need at some point, probably not that far off from now. So why not just start accumulating money towards it right now? Personally, I'm super excited to get started on this camera mission. I'm really eager to be able to get my new camera as soon as I can, and so I'm going to start right now. I'm going to go right now, start looking around my house and collecting up as many things as I can and start getting my sales going. Come with me, let's go see what I can find. How much do we think this guy's worth? Probably not that much. Might as well just keep him, I guess. Alright, so this is the first round of stuff that I found. Not a huge amount of stuff, but just the first batch. I've got a cookbook, I've got some regular books that I've already read and don't want anymore. This is actually one of the lenses that goes with my current camera that I never ever use though. It's like a 70-200. I have no need for a zoom lens like that, so I'm going to get rid of that right now. This is a charcuterie board, or like a wooden board of some sort that's actually made by a guitar company. I was gifted it from a very, very old job I had a long time ago, and I've never used it, so somebody will want that. I've got these knockoff AirPods that aren't working out for me, and a fancy schmancy dog grooming tool. Also, this is a box of video games. It was actually sitting in my mom's house for a long time after I moved out, and she's been nagging me to get it out of her house. And yeah, it's a bunch of PlayStation games, and I don't even own a PlayStation anymore because I sold the console a long time ago, so that's an easy thing to get rid of. So I'm hoping that just, from what's on this table alone, I've got probably over $200 worth of stuff just here. So I'm gonna start taking pictures of the stuff and posting it up online, and I will check back with you guys in a few. Alright, so I'm gonna get started today by posting all of this stuff up online. We're starting today at $0, and I'm gonna keep doing this until I hit $1,000 or $1,200 or whatever amount I determine that I need once I've decided on which camera I want to buy. In the past, I've made a video about my experiences flipping things online, which is when you go out and you buy stuff specifically with the intention to resell it at a profit, and that's still a totally legit way to make money. But the thing is that you still need to spend a little bit of money upfront to get some inventory to sell, and so I'm not doing that with this particular challenge. I'm trying to work exclusively with what I have in my house, and to be honest with you, it's going to be a little bit tricky because I only moved into this place about 1.5 years ago, and I've kept everything very minimal, so I don't own a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna see what I can do because I'd imagine I probably still have more things than I think I have. When I have a chance, I'm also gonna go to my mom's house and rummage through all the stuff that I've left there. She's been nagging me for the last 1.5 years to take all of my crap out of her house, so I'm sure she'll appreciate that. And again, I probably have a whole bunch more stuff there that I can sell for some extra dollars. And once again, I'm calling this the Out with the Old, In with the New challenge, and I'm encouraging you guys to do it with me. I will be keeping you updated, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the update videos as I keep you in the loop as I'm starting to make a little bit of money and inch closer to my goal. And if you found any value at all in this video, please go ahead and hit that like button as well. I'm brand new here on YouTube. It would help me out tremendously and I'd really appreciate it. And let's get that conversation going in the comment section below. Let me know what's on your wish list and what you're gonna do about it. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.